Perth, capital of Western Australia, a jewel in the verdant setting of the Darling Ranges by the sparkling waters of the Swan River. A city built on the most modern lines extends a warm welcome to visitors arriving at the Western Gateway to Australia. Comfortable homes set in colourful gardens are the feature of the residential suburbs. Western Australia remembers. The War Memorial in Kings Park overlooks the Swan River, which provides the best facilities for aquatic sports of all types. Sailing, a patriotic sport particularly at the close of day. Red sun, white wings, blue waters. Rowing events, such as the King's Cup, are held on the magnificent strait of Melville Water. Speaking of aquatic sports, there is swimming in one of the tree-lined reaches of the Broad Swan, where you find pure white sand. At Cottesloe, golden sand, a surfer's utopia washed by the long rollers of the crystal clear Indian Ocean. Which we cross for 12 miles to Rottnest Island, originally a penal settlement, but now a holiday retreat for sportsmen who swim in the basin, a natural shark-proof pool. At one time, Rottnest was known as the Island of Girls, who are still to be found watching the yachts race across Government House Bay from this golden headland. This brings us to the golden harvest, a sea of golden stalks bathed in health-giving sunshine. Perhaps some of this wheat went to make the bread of your breakfast this morning. Harvest, the happiest time of the farmer's year, the fulfillment of all his hopes and dreams, the frustration of his disappointments. Hay and chaff, the staple food of the world's finest bloodstock. Believe me, this hay is getting awfully cut up about it. It's all right, it's no chaffing matter. Now just watch this. What an acquisition at a sewing bee. But it's no sport cutting chaff and lumping bags in the warm sunshine, because your mind turns to Yanchup Park with its cool, comfy guest house. And Loch McNess. It's all right, there isn't a monster. So it's quite all right for a dip in the swimming pool to cool off. Afterwards, a high-ground national park in the quiet seclusion of the natural bush. And speaking of hiking, let's visit another national park, Greenmount, 1,000 feet up in the Darling Ranges, where nature abounds in all her loveliness. Nature has also formed Bunbury Harbour, large enough to hold the entire Grand Fleet, from which ships laden with timber and other produce leave for overseas. Hardwood timbers from the cool forests of Jarrah and Kerry. Forest giants reflected in the sleepy stream below. Did I say sleepy? Well, here's a job you can't go to sleep on. Sleeper cutting for the railways. Shaped entirely by means of the axe, these sleepers are exported in large quantities from the port of Albany, originally the main seaport of Western Australia. The town of Albany nestles between the twin hills of Mount Clarence and Mount Melville, overlooking Princess Royal Harbour. The rocky coast abounds with nature's handiwork, at times ridiculing man's efforts at such undertakings as bridge building. So that's where they got the idea for the Sydney Harbour Bridge. From the ragged, storm-hewn coast, it's but a short distance to the placid calm of the Calgon River, winding its way in and out of the countryside, forming pools of reflection, nature's mirrors. Still on the subject of nature and its grandeur, we come to a typical southwest sea, left as nature made it, the Parongarups. Crowned by Castle Rock, the Parongarups rise 2,200 feet. But not so high as the Stirling Ranges, the backbone of Western Australian grazing country for merino sheep, the backbone of rural industry. Their home is a happy one, for they live among these wildflowers too beautiful to describe, and with botanical names far too difficult for me to attempt. So we'll say goodbye to the fragrance of the sunny southwest.